Well, in your first address at General Conference, I don't know what that felt like for you, but tell us about it, and then we want to listen to a little clip of it. So tell us a little bit about just the preparation for it, what it felt like to get up and walk down those stairs and stand before everyone and address them as the General President. What number are you as the General President?
I'm 12.
12th. Okay.
Right.
What was it like that first time that you stood at General Conference and spoke to millions around the world?
Yeah. I'll tell you, I knew the message. And the reason I knew the message was that 2 weeks after we were called, Elder Hales called me to his office, and he asked me a question. What is the taproot that will anchor a child in the wind? And as we, as a presidency, discussed that question, we came up with several answers. Finally, one day we came to the conclusion, it's the plan of salvation. It's children knowing the plan and walking the path back to Heavenly Father.
Wow.
So we went from there. That was a message for children to know where they came from, why they're here, and where they're going.
Yeah.
An eternal perspective.
Yeah.
So when I received the assignment, I knew the message.
Oh.
And the Lord tutored me. It was a process and many hours, but the Lord tutored me with experiences as I would watch others in their lives and messages. I came to know the importance of teaching children. Yeah. That if we don't teach them as parents and primary leaders, the world will.
Yeah.
And we need to teach them now what we want them to know 5 years from now, 5, 10, 20 years from now. So the message was clear, and when it came, I was fortified with that, but nevertheless, it's very intimidating and very scary as I listened carefully to Elder Holland's talk so I would know exactly when they gave me his last 2 sentences so I would know when to leave my seat and go down and sit and wait. But as we could only expect, a peace comes over you and you stand straight and you give the message because the Lord has put it in your heart. You let him make your mouth work as difficult and as dry as it got. The Lord helps you through it. And I was sustained, and I'm so grateful for that blessing.
Let's listen to just a little clip out of that talk, and people can understand where you were going with it.
Okay.
The world will teach our children if we do not. And children are capable of learning all the world will teach them at a very young age. What we want them to know 5 years from now needs to be part of our conversation with them today. Teach them in every circumstance. Let every dilemma, every consequence, every trial that they may face provide an opportunity to teach them how to hold on to gospel truths.
Now that's a message given at General Conference with lots of people. But you're going around the world speaking to leaders and helping them to grasp how to do what they're asked to do. When you're sitting down with people who are new to the gospel and maybe never went to primary themselves, what kinds of things, what do you say to them in this much more familiar and less structured setting?
I believe everyone can relate to being a child and to the feelings and wonder that a child feels. That message of my father used to talk to me when I would have a brand new baby, and I remember one sentence he always said. He said, "Rosemary, he's waiting for you to teach him." And because of that, I've come to know that regardless if you're a member of this Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or if you are not a member, you still love children and you have a desire to help them understand, to help them on the path. It's a part of us as mothers and fathers to turn to our children and to guide them. And so we have that in common. But how we teach them and what we teach them comes from the gospel of Jesus Christ.